He kissed me goodbye every morning, told me he loved me every night, held my hand while secretly letting go. This is the story of how I found out the man I married was preparing to disappear. Not just from me, but from the life we built together. I met Daniel 5 years ago at a friend's engagement party. He was charming in that quiet, respectful way. The kind of guy who offered you the last piece of cake and actually meant it. He worked in finance, organized, disciplined, with a calm confidence that made you feel safe. We dated for a year before he proposed in Paris, on a rainy bridge over the Seine. It was like a movie. Too perfect, maybe. Our wedding was small, but beautiful. We bought a house in the suburbs, adopted a dog named Max, and talked about kids. He brought me coffee every morning with a kiss on the forehead. He never forgot a date, never raised his voice. He said I was his home. But love without honesty isn't love. It's performance. And Daniel? He was a master actor. About a year into our marriage, things started to shift. Subtly at first, he got a second phone, said it was for work, then a new gym membership, then late-night meetings with vague explanations. At first, I didn't think much of it. He had always been hard-working, but slowly, something started to feel off. One night, I kissed him goodnight, and he flinched, like he wasn't used to my touch anymore. Then there were the missed calls, the texts he answered too fast, or not at all, the hotel soap scent on his clothes, even though he said he worked late at the office. I tried to convince myself I was paranoid. I even blamed myself. Maybe I was boring, maybe I wasn't enough, but the truth doesn't stay hidden forever. It was a Tuesday when the facade began to crumble. I was folding laundry when his jacket slipped from the bed and something fell out. A receipt. A boutique hotel in the city. For 2 guests. On our anniversary weekend. I stared at the paper, heart pounding, trying to rationalize. Maybe it was a business meeting. Maybe he booked it for someone else. Maybe... No. My gut already knew. I just needed proof. So I started watching. I checked our credit card activity, restaurant bills for 2, a delivery of red roses, an Uber receipt to a downtown condo. The name Ava came up. Again and again. I decided to follow him. He said he had a late client meeting. Instead, I watched him walk into a high-rise apartment building with a woman who wasn't me. She was younger, stylish, effortless. They laughed, kissed, walked hand in hand like they were in love. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I just stood there, paralyzed. He had a whole other life, and I was the shadow. When he came home that night, I pretended to be asleep. He crawled into bed and held me like nothing was wrong. And that hurt more than anything else. But the real betrayal came days later. I woke up one morning to silence. Max, our dog, was whining by the door. Daniel's closet was half empty. His phone line, disconnected. No note. No goodbye. When I checked our joint account, it was drained. Savings? Gone. Every penny. I tried calling friends, co-workers. No one knew where he went. The condo downtown? Vacant. Even Ava's profile disappeared. Daniel didn't just cheat. He planned this. He left no trace. No closure. He was gone. The police said there wasn't much they could do. There was no sign of foul play. He wasn't missing. He was missing on purpose. In the days that followed, I unraveled. I questioned everything, every memory, every word, every touch. Was anything real? For weeks, I couldn't eat, couldn't sleep. I would hear the front door creak and expect him to walk back in. But all I had was silence. People asked why I didn't see the signs, but I did. I just didn't want them to be true. Because sometimes The lie is more comforting than the truth. It's been a year. I never found Daniel, but I found something else. Myself. I moved to a smaller town, started writing again, volunteered at a local animal shelter. Max is still with me, my one constant. And I've learned that healing isn't about forgetting. It's about remembering without pain. If someone you love disappears without warning, if you've ever been blindsided by the person you trusted the most, you're not alone. You are not to blame. And you will rise. Because the truth always finds the light, and so will you. Subscribe for more raw, real stories of betrayal, truth, and survival. This is Lies and Lucidity.